I feel like I have a hangover, and I didn't even drink like that.
That's what I'm saying. You acting like...
Right.
Wait, so when I got here, she leaned her head out the car and went...
Oh, goodness.
Sure you didn't drink?
No, I only had like two drinks.
Is it a strong drink?
No, it was just like a Malibu pineapple. That's nothing. It's just a little, They were like putting shots
Did you
in
eat?
my face, and I'm just like, no.
Did you eat?
I ate after. I had a bag of chips. But
that's it?
That's why it hit you. You're supposed to eat.
I didn't have time. I'm telling you, I had no time yesterday.
All I saw on the boat was you having time. You didn't eat on the boat?
No, because they didn't have food on there. Why? They only had like snacks and then like the little cash bar. That's it. They didn't have food.
You don't look like you eat McDonald's.
No. No. I mean, if I'm in a rush and I'm starving and that's like a quick thing, I'll get it. But I'm not a crazy fan. I prefer Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's is better.
Right. Yeah.
Wendy's is way better.
Way better.
All right, you guys ready to start?
We're ready to start.
Mm-hmm.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, what's going on, everybody? This is the Let's Talk After Dark podcast, where anything goes and nothing's off the table. I am Benny. With me, as always,
Daddy Fuego.
With us some of the times,
Shanté.
Mav is on vacation right now, fucking
lucky
on a nude beach somewhere.
Somewhere letting it all hang out.
Sand in his penis.
Just so y'all know, I adopted a new voice.
Anyways, so you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Church announcements.
We've got merch. Make sure you hit us up for your official Let's Talk merch. We got Cue My Intro tees from the Daddy Fuego Zicker Boost Trying Out show. We have the Let's Talk Classic tees, and we got some more stuff coming out soon. Make sure you hit us up at Studio Westside, 1111 Elm Street, West Springfield, Massachusetts, for all your video needs. You want to rent the studio, you want to rent the podcast room, green screen, we got a photography area you can rent, or you can hire Benny B Designs to do it all for you, as well as, we got a show coming up. Let's Laugh 2 is official. It's going to be held on Saturday, July 31st at 9 p.m. at the Unicorn in Holyoke, Massachusetts, 126 High Street. We've got me hosting, Mike Massaro opening. We got Mo Musa from Connecticut as seen at the Funny Bone. And we have Def Jam Comedy All-Star Darryl Roseman headlining our show. It's going to be lit. It's going to be crazy just like it was last time. Don't make the same mistake twice if you didn't make it last time, and make it this time. Tickets are $15 at the door, $10 online. You can find the link on our social media.
Yes.
And
not yet. You will. When you see this,
by the time you see it. But yeah.
Oh, also, we are doing the 5 birthday ticket giveaways. So if it's your birthday, just message me, send me a picture of your ID.
And then we're still doing that raffle, the Big E raffle.
Yeah, the Big E raffle. But so like I said, for the tickets, just message me. We have 5 we're giving away, so you'll get a code to go on to the actual website. You can put as many tickets as you want, but you'll get one free for yourself, for your birthday self.
Wait, the Big E's gonna go on this year?
Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
COVID cases spike.
That's true.
They got that Delta variant coming out, like an album release.
So yeah, if your birthday falls on, what was it? What are we doing this on? July 31st.
Yeah.
Hit me up. Hit up Let's Talk Us Now, Instagram or Facebook. Tell me it's your,
the tickets are for the show, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
the
for
show.
the comedy show.
Yeah.
So we'll give 1 free ticket to 5 people for their birthday. And then you can buy as many tickets as you want online. So the coupon codes work. I already tried them. I almost put, because you could. It's weird how you have to set it up. So I put it and I put the code in and give all the tickets for free. I was like,
Oh goodness.
I was like, that's not what I want.
No. But yeah, we're raffling off Big E tickets.
Yeah, we're having off Big E tickets. Was it 5 for 1 entry, 10 for 3 entries? We will pick September 1st, right? Your
Yep,
birthday?
my birthday.
So Daddy Fuego will be picking the winner randomly. We'll do the stupid little wheel thing.
And as a
Stupid
birthday
little-
present, I'm gonna give you tickets.
Yeah, for his
Wait,
birthday.
so your birthday's on September 1st?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody says that. Everybody goes on, really? Yup. I'm special.
Anything else?
That's good.
Yeah.
We did a great job.
We did.
That's a good promo. Hi. How are you, Shanté?
Good. Like I said, I'm pretty tired.
She's drunk.
Yeah, I'm not. I literally
Hungover.
had two drinks. Like, I think my limit is like 4.
I think that chair is for the people that have the most lit lives. Because Mav is
listen.
over here on nude beaches chilling.
That's true.
And then you're
Yeah,
over
right.
here just partying on yachts. We're over here just here all the time. I'll be at Unicorn in Holyoke, Massachusetts. Come by and drink. 126 High Street, Holyoke. Shameful plug. But yeah, what you up to? We don't ever talk about Benny.
I'm busy.
You got mad stuff going on
Yeah.
at Benny B Designs in
Yes,
Studio
sir.
West Side.
I'm backed up.
Be plugged up.
What kind of
Benny
projects
needs
you
an
have?
assistant.
I am
yeah.
constipated with work.
What kind of projects you got going on?
I got like 4 videos. I did one last night, like the first draft. I sent that out, so hopefully there's not too many changes. I got like 2 or 3 more I have to catch up.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe more than that. I don't even know anymore. It's just
I went shopping yesterday for season 3 of Daddy Fuego's Zicker Booze Trying Out show, which is coming. I know we had our last show for season 2 in February. That's how long ago it
damn, was it?
Yeah, it was all the way back in February. We're working on season 3, but like I said online, we wanted to.
Oh, did you see I painted the wall?
In there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah. Nobody said anything, you fucking assholes.
It was dope.
I completely missed it. Where was it?
You said it looked pretty in here.
Oh, not you. But I'm just saying,
The
like
Oh.
2 chairs.
the motherfuckers
Oh, yeah.
that
Okay.
see the fucking.
I noticed.
What
What happened in there? Did something happen already? Did I miss a talk show or something? It looks like
I know,
a
it looks
set.
like something.
No, I just wanted to paint it because I like.
It
that.
looks like a set because
Yeah.
it's awesome
Yeah. It's
for
really good.
people who want to rent it.
Figure a different color, you know.
It looks dope.
I like it. I like the color.
I'm gonna use that for Daddy Fuego season 3. Yeah, no, I'm looking for guests to be on the show. So if you want to be a guest, the only thing I limit is like you have to actually be doing something. Like not regular people who just like to drink. Like you actually have to be, because I want to be able to use the show, my platform, to promote you and to push you further. So I got a dope one for
So
episode.
we're kind of switching up the format, right?
We're going to switch up the format, and it's going to be different, refreshing, but it's going to be the same funny. Yeah, I mean? Yeah, I mean?
Is you gonna do like more of those like kind of references like that, like back in the day?
Yeah.
No.
No. My executive producer just said no. Nah, we're going to...
Next, you're gonna be like, what?
Nah, it's going to be dope. Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah. So I forgot to mention also... for our show on the 31st, we got DJ Mike Torch. Who's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
spinning.
from Inappropriality for the culture.
Who's gonna be
But I'm definitely going to go.
feeling? Oh yeah, you gonna
'cause I
go
missed
this
last
time? Yeah, I
time.
know.
So I forgot what it was. Why?
Because you didn't want to go. No,
No, I did. I
Nah,
wanted
it was
to
a
go.
family. You had a family thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah.
No, the first one you had, they rescheduled it. And then the second one, I think that's when I left to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, the one for last month is you had a family thing. That's what you said. I got the texts.
Oh.
lied.
Oh, you're talking about. Wait a second. You're talking about when you had asked me to give the tickets out or something. Oh yeah, it was my dad's birthday, so I was taking him out to dinner. So
She just didn't want to do it. Her dad's birthday is next month. We're gonna see pictures on Facebook.
She was on another yacht.
That boat thing was really nice.
Yeah.
You guys should try it out. It was
Get
like
a boat.
yeah, like you go
Terrified
inside.
of the ocean.
Well, you're not on the ocean.
Where were you? Where was it?
It was like more of like a lake, kind of.
But
in a
where were
way.
you?
It was in South Hadley.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not the
and you
ocean.
see other
Oh, you were on the
boats.
Connecticut River.
Probably. And you see other boats.
5 Mile Pond.
Yeah.
Imagine.
You see people on jet skis. Like, it was
Yeah.
dope. And then, everybody's waving. And, they had the inside downstairs. And you go upstairs. And they had, like, the outdoor. It was so hot,
I
though.
went to the one in Boston, the dinner cruise. Have you been on one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's just a dope.
My mom lives out there. She likes
Yeah.
to do shit like that. And then she rented a yacht for her wedding.
What?
And we were in the Boston Harbor.
That's dope.
Yeah, my wife thought I was gonna propose to her when we dressed up.
That's
So
amazing.
you dress up, you get out, you have like a fancy dinner, like they bring you like
Yeah.
3-course meal, like it's beautiful, it's awesome. So she's like, oh, she's like, after she's like, I thought you were gonna propose to me. I was like, really? I was like, it's not happening.
Ooh,
This
you got
way too early.
you got me fucked up. That's hilarious. That's probably the funniest shit I ever heard.
She's like, yeah. She's like, I was waiting. I was like, you would have been waiting for a while then because that wasn't happening.
You're just like, I was just trying to be Bucci for a minute.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can imagine just sitting there waiting. He's coming.
Yeah, right.
You're like, I gotta use the bathroom. Oh, here it is. He's gonna go get the ring.
You know what's weird to me is when females propose to guys.
That's it. 2021 is still weird.
To me, it is.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, everybody has their own opinions, but I feel like that should be a man's.
Nah,
to do. I don't know, maybe
2021. If you like it, you should put a ring on it.
No, maybe because it's traditional. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? For like the guy to propose
Yeah.
to the woman. So I don't know.
So
But
what?
because guys are never ready to get married. Most of them. So it's like, imagine a female, like us females, we want the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want the marriage and everything. So imagine like a woman proposing to a guy and he's just like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
At least us females, like, we know what we want, like, right there, you know? So
You ever been married? It sucks.
I was engaged years ago, but that would have been a mistake.
You know what I
So-
learned? For me, it was like, oh, this tastes way different when there's sugar in it.
We got Coke Zero in there, right?
They were all hot.
They're all hot.
There was only one left.
So you just did that one.
I did.
Oh, you drank it
It's
already?
in my belly. Now we're on to Pepsi. But like, I noticed, for me anyway, like when I was engaged, living with my soon.
Wait, really
spouse,
quick. You realize like people that have diabetes are just risk takers?
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. No, it's because you tell me I can't, and then it makes me want to. Like, I would have never done it. I didn't do it. Before I found out I had diabetes, I barely ate sweets.
No, this motherfucker just eats oatmeal pies like nothing.
Oatmeal pies.
I don't know.
What? I haven't had an oatmeal pie in my life. You eat like rice cakes and shit too.
Yeah. I like oatmeal pies. You never had oatmeal pie before?
No, because I'm not a serial killer.
What? Oatmeal pies are delicious.
No,
right?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I've
oatmeal
had
pies?
I'm just messing
I
with
don't
you.
do pies.
No, not.
No, it's like,
No,
you mean the little Debbie ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
No.
like these little,
Oh.
it's like, picture like 2 oatmeal cookies together with like
Cream in the middle.
cream in
Oh, it's like one of those like package things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
She's like,
No, she rides yachts. She don't.
She's like, I eat carrots. Wait,
Watch
those are
this. Hold on.
delicious.
Look at Shanté's face. Ready? Burger King.
No. Burger King is not as good as it used to be. I feel like they took off so much on their menu. So it's like really not a lot of
I think
options.
all of them kind of got whack when the pandemic
True.
hit, and they
Yeah.
minimized their menus, and now it's just whack, and they won't bring back the Angry Whopper, so I'm kind of on strike.
No, I'm a Wendy's
fuck is
person.
an Angry
I love
Whopper?
Wendy's.
An Angry Whopper is. I'm glad you asked
Spicy Whopper.
for the opportunity to talk about it.
Good.
Yeah. Short answer. Yeah. No, it has jalapenos. They brought out that stupid Texas Whopper. It's not the same. It doesn't even almost taste the same. So they need to get on it. They need to get on their shit, yo. But like I was saying, yeah, no. Once I got actually married, like the relationship changed.
I feel like it's like that for everybody. Well,
Really?
most people.
It got a little bit. It got different. It's like once
nothing changed.
No, nothing. You don't count. You don't count. Nothing. Your life is like boo. It's always, but like it changed once somebody becomes your spouse. For me, my sense of responsibility increased.
Why?
Because I started calling her my wife, and she became my wife, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is my wife now." Like this is
a title though.
Like I can't.
I mean, you
because
shit.
you can't just break up with them and leave. Like you have to go to court. You know what I mean?
Technically, you can just still.
You can just bounce, but you're still married, and if you get married again, you get in trouble. So that's what I'm saying. You're not truly free when you break up with a girlfriend. Like that's it. You can just go unless she's crazy, she chases you.
Yeah, but I feel like.
But even being in a relationship without being married, at least like Puerto Ricans, like for me and my family, like even if we were living together, like that's automatically like, your wife. Or husband. Like
that's how Puerto Ricans are.
Yeah.
I know. And then you find out when you're an adult that they're not married.
Right.
That people in your older, let's just say elders in your family that you've known since you were born, you find out they were never actually legally married, and you only find out when one of them dies, and then you're like, y'all ain't married. Like, wait, you're not gonna get all this shit? No, because we're not married. I'm like, how the fuck are you together 40 years? You weren't ready after 40 years.
Like baby steps.
Nah, man. Nah. Okay. Yeah. Well, divorce costs more.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know why, but it costs more. But yeah. But I learned something. I learned that when you're not gonna agree.
Go for it.
But when I think people marry people because they see how they are, right? And I learned this from getting divorced, right? When you marry somebody, you marry a lot of people, most people, not everybody, but most people marry because they're like, oh, this person is great to me. I like how this person is, and I like how they act and how they make me feel and all that stuff. So they marry them based off that, right? That's true. But the issue with that is that could change. Because
it changes. I threw my wife a bone. That's why I got married.
It could change, and then when it does, after you're married, it's like now you don't want to be married to this. I'm not married who I thought I was. But to me, I'm approaching it different because now I'm like I'm marrying based off of what I'm willing to give. You know what I'm saying? Not based off of her, but what I am when I want to give everything to you because
and that's a good way of seeing it.
You know what I mean? Because I know how I am. And I know when I love you completely. That's just how I am. So I think that's a lot more sustainable because she could change and she could be, she's the sweetest person on the planet, but if she's not, that's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't marry you for that. Like I didn't marry you for what you do for me. Like, oh, you stopped rubbing my back, and now because you did that, you must be rubbing somebody else's. It's about how I feel about you. You know what I mean, and everything I'm willing to give to you.
Right.
And I just feel like that just makes me feel a lot more ready. Quote,
right.
Unquote. You know what I'm saying? And I think people just divorce for dumb shit. Sometimes, but there are moments where your spouse changes in a way that is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They start hitting you, or they financially, you just can't live with this person because they are irresponsible as all hell. Like they'll spend all their money going out, or like you ask them for help with the bills and they say, no, I can't because I got to pay for this exam for school. And then you're like, oh, all right, bet. And then over the weekend, they spend all their money at the friends at the bar. I don't, just hypotheticals.
Like class trip, motherfucker.
Yeah. Just hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying? Like, when shit like that happens, like, I understand. But I feel like people, like, something that I've noticed in relationships with people is you get a lot of people, like, they'll feel flawed, right? they'll feel like they have downfalls. They don't want people to judge them for it. So what they'll do is they'll bring somebody into their life who's like them, because they're like, oh, I don't have a right to judge this person because I don't want people to judge me. But you do, because when you're you're fucking picking the person that you're gonna be with, you need to be picky. You need to be judgy.
Yeah.
Like you should be. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with an asshole. You want somebody to help lift you up that you can help lift up. You don't bring in somebody with all these damn problems on purpose just because they understand you. I don't want my woman to understand me. I really don't.
So they have therapists for, right?
That's what a therapist is for. And a lot of people try to turn their significant others into a therapist when they're not a therapist.
That's true.
And you put the weight of the world on their shoulders.
I don't tell my wife any of my problems.
That could be a problem. She don't know till it's too late and I explode.
She knows nothing about me.
She don't even know my middle name. You have a middle name?
Yeah.
What is it?
John.
John. That's a cool middle name.
John?
Really?
Yeah. You
How's
like
that
John?
cool?
Because this is the Bible.
True.
Bang!
My mom just called me John because my grandfather's name was Juan, and she didn't want to fucking spick up my name. That was it. So she just put it to John.
Mine's Andrew. Richie Hector needs to stop calling me Andy. That's for damn sure. We're just gonna put that on the air because Richie Hector's in my DMs yesterday calling me Andy and shit.
Does he?
I think you heard my dad do it.
Oh no, because he says your mom does it.
Yeah. How's he know?
He's been at the bar how many times?
Yeah, the Andy. Yeah, my stepmom. Yeah. That's true.
Because he was talking about that.
Oh yeah, he was sitting with her. Oh, that's why. Fuck. Damn. Yo, there's a lot of people there that call me their sibling. They're like, this is my brother. I'm not. I have three sisters.
You got 3 sisters?
I have 3 sisters.
Goddamn. You have any brothers?
Yeah.
How many siblings do you actually have?
Biological,
Yeah.
1.
Just 1.
And I have step siblings
Well,
that have been in my life forever, but like since I was 5. So I count them because I'm about to be 33.
Right.
But
wait. So you say step siblings? You mean like actual step siblings?
yeah.
That came from either your dad's balls or your mom's vagina?
No, those are half siblings.
That's what I'm saying.
Step siblings are from marriage.
Oh, step. My
Step siblings. But I have 1 biological.
sister does it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I mean.
Yeah, Jessie. You know Jessie.
Yeah.
She's a bird dog chocolate whiskey on Daddy Fuego's Booze Hangout Show season 1. But that was, right? That was season 1.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I got 1 sibling, but you could tell because we look the same. Like if I shave my beard, or if she continues to grow hers out.
I'll make sure to send her this.
Yeah, you let her know. Nah, she's over here. She makes fun of me. She calls my skin pale, and she says I look like bong water.
Like what?
Bong water.
Your skin is pale?
She goes, your skin looks like
What
bong
am I
water.
then?
No, because sometimes I'd be like mad dehydrated and I'd just be gray.
Oh.
You know? Because I don't take care of myself.
You guys keep going. I have to pee really bad.
That's a first.
It is. I usually don't buy it.
That's because he showed up with 2 bottles of water.
Right.
And I rushed out the house this morning and I didn't get to use the bathroom. So I will be back.
This is hilarious. Shanté, what do you think the downfall of relationships are these days?
For me, I think it would be expectation. That's a huge downfall, is when you expect things from somebody that they don't give you or want to give you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think that's how my relationships didn't work out, because I had too many
That
expectations.
you set so this was your
because
so this is you admitting your downfall.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I feel
People
like
don't do that.
But that's a lot. That's for me. I feel like that's a lot in relationships.
Where'd those expectations come from?
Depends on how you grew up, and like, I don't know, like for me, I don't know, it's hard to say. Like for me, because I grew up with a single mom, and she always taught me, you never depend on a guy. I mean, my dad taught me the same thing, but they're always just like, you never depend on a guy, you do everything on your own, blah, blah, blah. So when I went on my own,
Yeah.
like I was so independent, doing everything by myself, that when I got into a relationship, I expected that person to basically like do the things I want them to do because I'm so used to doing it for myself that I wanted the person to do it for me too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, you're making perfect sense. I know I had an ex that did that.
Yeah, so that's my downfall because that person might not be that way and I'm expecting you to be that way, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it just depends on how you were raised, I guess, and where your mindset is at. So, but I'm trying to learn not to to expect so much from somebody, you know, because I'm not, if I do get into another relationship, like I don't want it to be like the past, you know. I don't want to be the same person as I was in the past. I want to be better, so I have to work on my flaws.
You know, I have a problem with people who expect spouses out of boyfriends and girlfriends. Like, let me explain. That's very controversial to say, but somebody, like when you start dating somebody, there's I feel like there's levels to this shit, right? And I feel like when you're dating, it's like a trial period, right? Yes. Then when you get engaged, you've decided at that point, I'm gonna marry you. Obviously, since you're planning the wedding in that phase. Then when you get married, you're preparing for the next step of life, which is kids, and if you don't already have them. But if you do have them, it's focusing on raising them to be the best adults you can possibly try to help make them, right? And then from there, it's just enjoying your lives together, right? But people expect in the first phase stuff from the last phase, but one side or both sides might not be completely ready. And I think that people ask for shit that they can't even give.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is why a lot of these relationships either don't work or they stay in that phase. Why people don't, because marriage isn't a bad thing. A lot of people look at it as like a terrible thing because it has a bad rap, and they're like, oh, the divorce rate's so high. And I think the divorce rate's so high is because people get married for dumb reasons.
It's true.
Like they don't get married for real reasons. You're getting married based off of how you feel they're acting. Now, I'm obviously excluding when they develop dangerous behavior, but I'm just talking in general. Like when you're in a relationship, you're not always gonna be happy. 2, it's not always gonna be fun. 3, you're gonna fight. You're not always gonna get along. It doesn't matter who you're with. The same way you fight with your regular family members.
Right.
Is the same way you're going to fight with your wife or husband.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. Like you're going to fight the same damn way because you live together. And anytime you live together, it's a problem.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess it just all depends on how you deal with those as well.
The situations. Because there must always at least be respect.
Right.
Even in fighting. Like even when you're fighting with your significant other, there should always be a level of respect. Like I fight constantly with this woman, but I do. Everybody everybody knows that. Like my close friends know, and her close friends know because that's who you vent to.
Right.
But what I don't do is I do not call her names.
Right.
I don't cuss her. I curse in my speech because I'm naturally like that. But she doesn't swear at all, which is what makes me feel bad about it. But I don't call her names.
You don't call her a fucking bitch or anything like that?
Bitch, no, you stupid slut. Like, I don't know
how people can do that.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
That's so disrespectful.
I do it.
Well, I
do it when I get pushed to the point. Usually I'm calm. I'm usually calm and collected. But if you push me to the point, I will throw in a fucking bitch.
Oh, boy.
I don't.
But you got to really push me, though. Like, you really got to get me to the point where...
Yeah, I got you.
I leave. Like, I'm like, I need a minute. Like, if I'm getting there, right? Because I'm not saying I'm incapable of being that angry. I'm saying that before I get that angry, I like remove myself from the situation.
Yeah.
From experience of having been in like crazy ass fights with my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, and that's when I was like 24. And I like don't ever want to be like that again. Because believe it or not, I did change from that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like those type of fights are what begin to claw at. Once the respect, you know what I mean? Because I just feel like like you said, like people's expectations are ridiculous. Like they expect to never fight. They expect to always be happy.
Right.
They expect to always they expect to always find their significant other sexy. When sometimes you won't.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes because you're living with a fucking human. And and the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because you go on fucking Facebook and you see people's toxic posts. Oh my God.
People need to
like
stop putting their business out there. Like nobody cares.
No, keep putting it. I enjoy it.
gives a shit to talk about. But just seeing people's act, like the memes, even the memes some people share, like the X, because for me, it's like when you share, because I'm just sharing memes because they're funny. I'm like, I feel like sometimes, most of the time it's a cosign. Because I wouldn't share a meme that I don't believe in.
Right. It's true.
But it's like, because you think it's funny because it's a cosign. So you're especially when it's about relationships, this is how it is. So you'll send it like, oh, if he ain't your husband when y'all dating, I'm like, no, that's different. For that, you might as well get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. And I do believe in the sanctity of marriage, and I believe that's going out the window.
Don't get married. It fucks up your whole taxes.
I don't like that aspect of it. Like, I don't like the businessy part. But it is a business transaction. Because you're like mixing your finances and shit like that. I remember I couldn't do my taxes for 4 years because I didn't have this woman's social security number.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. If I get married, I want my own stuff and my husband can have his own things. I don't want to join.
Yeah, like your accounts and stuff like that. And I think that's okay. Like, I don't...
Yeah, it's nothing bad, but I don't know.
Some people
I just feel like because when you do get into that, if you do get into that stage where you're just fighting and like want to do something stupid, like, I don't know.
See, we have our own accounts and then we have one joint account. But that's for like the bills.
Yeah. So, you should, whatever makes it work is what you should do. Like, I don't think there's a one way to be married, but I do know what you should not do. You know what I mean? And that's like punch each other in the face. Or go on Facebook and blast each other because you really can't heal from that. I feel like it's real hard to, once you go on social media and you start telling the world, oh, my wife was a fucking bitch today and she did this. What do y'all think? When people bring other people into their, what do y'all think? Do you think that she should have done this? I'm like, oh, you ain't never recovering now.
Right.
I was like, you might as well just get the papers.
That's one thing I would never do is put my business out there on social media.
It's crazy. It's craziness. Why the fuck do you want everybody involved in your damn... And then it's also not weird because people tell me it's weird that I don't post my girl. And it's not that I don't post my girl. Go ahead.
I had a problem with that with my ex. I'm not going to lie. Because, I mean, who cares about what people think on social media and stuff like that? But at the same time, like, if you're just posting, like, if you never post anything about me, like, why aren't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to get attention from other females because you're looking single right now?
But that is ridiculous.
But I'm not saying like you have to post me every 24/7, but at least once in a blue, like a picture or a post, like, you know, whatever. But just to acknowledge, like, you know, I want to show appreciation to the world of who I have. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not. And again, it's just not all the time, but at least, like, I don't know.
Here's why I don't invite people into my relationship. I also don't go around to the Pride telling everybody when I'm at the gas station that I have a girlfriend and showing pictures of her to them because it's none of their business and I don't want to hear what they have to say. Right. And what happens when you post in this day and age, when you post your significant other, is she'll get 900 friend requests from all the guys on my page.
True.
In her inbox.
True.
She put me on... I also don't stop her. She don't post me either, but I don't care. But I don't stop her from, if she does post, like, let's say she'll put on Snap, like, something. She'll get 45 DMs from dudes going, oh, that fat motherfucker, that's the guy you're with, blah, 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 blah. For what? Or I post, one time I put that I was in a relationship, mad people started talking shit.
Really?
So I'm sitting here going, oh, that's the girl? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't, why?
Makes sense.
For what? Like, the thing is my relationship is for me.
Right.
I'm not hiding because anybody who knows me personally knows who she is. Mm-hmm. If you're close to me, you know her. You've probably met her.
Right.
If you haven't already, is because the timing thing, like you just haven't had the opportunity to, but you will. I don't not talk about her. I'm talking about her right now.
Right.
So it's not like I'm not hiding anything.
Right.
But I don't give people an opportunity to give me their opinion, because the same thing when you post a status, right? So people will post status about their political beliefs, or they'll post a status about any belief or anything like that, and then people start arguing with them, and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna argue with y'all, I could post whatever I want. I'm like, no,
I feel like that's just ignorant people.
You exactly.
Yeah.
But that's all there is on Fit. So like
true.
when you it's a playground for ignorant people. So when you post your opinion, you're basically saying, because there's a comment section, here, comment on what I just said, right? The thing is, I don't want or need your opinion about my woman. And she doesn't want or need your opinion about me, because I know why I'm with her.
Right.
If you know me personally, I will welcome you into my personal life, right? But when I'm on social media, I'm a comedian, I'm a music artist.
Right.
Like that's all I really post. I don't post personal things either. You know what I'm saying? You'll find a snap here and there, something, because my family is there and stuff like that. But as far as like constantly putting on display, it doesn't mean that I have this whole secret life or anything like that. It doesn't, like that the thing is that doesn't stop you from cheating anyway, because how many people get cheated on that they do post their significant other? Like that's not going to stop you from getting cheated. If anything, knowing you have a girlfriend makes women want you more. I know a lot of guys.
That's weird, right?
I know guys that aren't married that wear wedding rings when they go to the bar.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because if a woman is there and she's not looking for attachment, she's just looking for sex, she knows that with that dude, he's not gonna fall in love with her and try to be with her.
That's true. Because when I was in a relationship, I always had like guys like,
Bang!
and then now that I'm single, it's just like,
no one cares.
it's like my phone is so dry.
She's been single for a long ass time. Nobody wants. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
it makes sense.
People want what they cannot have, right?
That's true.
So saying that, oh, you don't post your girl because you're trying. I'm like, nah. Like if I was trying to get girls, I'll put her out everywhere, because that would make girls want me more. Because when I put that I was married, bro, girls from high school that I wanted.
I don't understand that though.
We're like, damn, I'm pissed you got married because I had a crush on you.
What?
For real, it happens that way. It happens, right? It happens that way. Like, so it has nothing to do with other people. And I think that's part of this generation, all that shit. And it's in the music, and it's like, because I don't listen to female R&B these days, because it's just mad fucking just toxic. Like, actually, all R&B now, it's not like it used to be. R&B.
No, I don't listen to
R&B is mad toxic
music
now.
No. Well, I don't even listen to English music anymore, because all of it's like rap. And I'm like, I don't want to listen to this. Like,
you know, there's other genres, right?
Huh?
I said, you know, there's other genres.
No, I know, but like,
it's like it's all just rap.
it is, because like, the old school R&B was like,
I listen to
it
old
was like,
stuff.
me too, but it was like singing. There was some singing, there was some rapping. But
Yeah.
now all these new artists, they're just all rapping. Like, what female do you hear singing besides like the big famous people like Rihanna and whatever? But like Megan Thee Stallion, Saweetie, whatever her name is.
They're rappers though, right?
Saweetie's a rapper.
But I'm saying, like, that's the music that you're
Yeah.
hearing now.
Yeah.
You don't really hear much singing. Like, when was the last time Rihanna made a song? You know what I'm saying? And she's
come out
just
with an
singing.
album.
So she is coming on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. But
Yeah, but that shit gonna be
but like
toxic as fuck.
Beyonce and like all these like R&B singers, whatever, like you don't really hear a lot of their music. You just hear a lot of the rapping music. And it's just like,
it's just all toxic, yo. Like, this is the mentality I hear in all the songs, whether it be so when I say I listen to female R&B, I mean now. The old shit I dig. But now it's just not about love anymore.
no, it's about
this
sex and
weird
vaginas
and
and,
just
penises and
cheating.
Well,
and
that's what it
all
was
that.
back in the old day. They just covered it up a little bit.
They were no, there was a lot of. They weren't fucking. They were making love.
yeah.
The jagged edge. I just want to get married. Come on now. Do you hear that now from people outside of what's his name? That redheaded dude. Ed Sheeran.
I love
songs
him.
like that. But it's like, and I feel like that's a real testament to like the generation today because
exactly
that's just how it is. And I think that that's not gonna help the divorce rate. It's not gonna help the marriage rate either because these motherfuckers don't ever want to get married. But which I guess is fine, just because it's good because I don't feel like they should be. But you know, but kids are being raised in this. And I think that's my problem. People will have, you know what's crazy? People will have children before they get married because somehow that's less of a commitment. And I don't understand that. Because people have told me that. They're like, oh, I'm never going to marry, but we're going to have kids. And I'm like, do you feel like that's less of a commitment? You know that if you're not married and you have a baby with this woman, you have to fight for your rights in court for these children.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, like... That's more of a pain in the ass, but they would rather do that than get married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's like those are the issues. And I want people to be happy with each other. You know what I mean? And to be, I think just there's more of a mental health conversation than anything else, because we all have hangups and we all have things that bother us about us and stuff like that. But like, you really need to stop using, it's okay to talk to your significant other, but when it's that deep, you cannot expect them to fix it for you.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, it's not working out because they can't fix me. But then now they feel bad, or even worse, fed up, because people get sick of that shit after a while. If you're always upset, no matter what, and you just ruin everything, every single time you go to an event together or a family thing and they're fighting with you, you don't ever want to do nothing with them anymore. And you're like, you know what? I'm sick of you. They're like, oh, they gave up on me. I'm like, no. No. Like, you drove her insane with your crazy ass. And I don't use mental health as a reason for abuse, because I just had this conversation with somebody the other day that was getting abused. Got out of the relationship, but stayed so long because I didn't really blame them because they have mental health issues. I'm like, no, that motherfucker knows he has. He could have got help. Like, he knows he has mental health issues. Like, you know, I got diagnosed with mad shit. But what did I do? I went and got help for that because I love my woman.
Right.
You know
and that's what
I mean?
happens when you're like blinded. And you just find excuses after that for the other person.
Eve had a song for that, remember?
Love is blind.
It'll take over your mind.
Yo, I miss that shit. I miss that.
You had a song?
Eve.
Oh, Eve. Remember?
Oh.
Back
Remember
in
that
the
song?
Dizzy. She don't remember. How old are you?
I'm 27. I know Eve. I listen to her music, but I don't know. I don't remember that one.
What?
That's like...
Love is blind. It'll take over your mind. What you think is right when it's really... Or something like that. I don't know that song.
That, you know, when I was a kid, that song made me so sad because he was like beating the shit out of her.
He was, right?
Yeah, in the video.
And then Eve came and saved her and shit.
Yeah. That's just so sad. Like, I don't know. It just bothers. Stop hitting women. It's just so crazy. Like that the world is like
It is
that.
a mental thing, though.
It is a mental thing.
I was in a relationship at one point where it was ended up physically abusive.
You started beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, right.
Well, the second... I let it pass the first time like an idiot. The second time... I did stood up for myself. So he just came at me because of a situation, and I defended myself, and then like we went to court and everything for it. Like,
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's that
see,
bad.
that's like, but
he had problem because he was on drugs. So he was, but I wasn't trying to find excuses for that either, you know? So yeah, it was a whole mess.
But you got out?
Oh yeah. It took me a little bit, but because we were together for like 4 years, and I don't know why, but I was like head over heels for this guy, and because you know you always have like that one that you're just like so in love with.
Yeah.
So after, it took me a while to get out of it, but I'm glad I did.
mental health could be a cause of that, but it's not. It's never a reason to like stay and get your ass whooped all the time.
Right.
Like it's not a reason to allow somebody
Right.
to. You can be like, damn, I understand that you're going through things. You should get some help. Here's some phone numbers. I'll see you later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times some guys are really bad. Like they'll chase your ass somewhere.
Listen.
And I do know that there's a law enforcement problem. I do know that the cops, sometimes it's because they're limited on what they can do based off how the law is written, and I do know that. But also sometimes they're just fucking assholes. And I know that too. And there is an issue, like, in that regard. I know there's a problem in that regard, and that does need to be fixed, and that should be part of reform. You know what I mean? I do feel like battered people, because I know some guys are in a position where they get their ass whooped by their wife, and like I know that needs to be addressed too, because sometimes you don't hit women, and your woman hits you, but you're the type of guy that won't even hit a woman if she hits you, and you just stay. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's the woman.
Yeah,
and I don't think we look at that either, because if you touch a woman,
what do you guys think about if you get hit by a woman, you hit her back?
I don't. It depends on like. Here's what I was just talking to my girl.
I think
the other
you get
day.
hit in the balls. I think that's. I think I might swing.
Here's the thing, like, so what I do, and here's what I told my woman, because my woman is a boxer. She's a Golden Gloves championship boxer. So I said, here's what she will never. She don't hit nobody if she's not getting paid. Like, but like. Not necessarily with her, but I was just saying...
If you have the bag.
I just mean in general. I didn't mean with her because it doesn't happen. But in general, like, if a woman hits me, I'm not going to hit her back right away. I'm going to try to leave.
Yeah.
Once you block my avenue of escape, I'm going to remove you from my way. You know what I mean? But I know how to do that without punching you in the face. I had a woman spit in my face 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
And I made her stop. Like, I didn't hurt her. She's fine. We still talk. We're still friends. But this is years and years and years ago. But I just mean, like, it comes to a point, like, if I'm trying to remove myself from that situation and you're chasing me and you're stopping me from leaving, I'm not going to let you beat me up.
Right.
I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm physically going to stop you from being in my way. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the very, very last resort is to punch a woman in the face or smack a woman in the face. You can actually, if you can overpower somebody with that much, if you have that much more strength over them, you don't have to do that. Which is why I don't like it when the police kneel on people's necks, because you don't have to do that to subdue a suspect. You don't. There's 52 of you. Because if you ever notice in any police, even if you ever driven down the highway, if you get stopped, there's like 45 cars behind you. You know what I'm saying? You never, ever, 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 ever have to kneel on someone's neck. Ever, ever, ever. Not one time do you ever have to kneel on someone's neck. From experience, from being a military cop, I know that you don't ever, ever have to kneel on anyone's neck. Ever. I train with the Mass State Police. I train with NEMLEC. You don't have to kneel on people's necks.
Right.
Like, so when they do that, it's because it's out of aggression, surely. It's out of aggression and anger and animosity. It's not, there's no tactic that teaches you to choke people out. A choke move is not part of it. So in a relationship, when you're trying to get away from your woman, you don't have to knock her out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if she's trying to knock you out, you don't have to knock her. Like, come on, dude. 9 times out of 10, you're bigger and stronger than your woman. You can get out of the situation. You might have to put your hands on her, but you don't have to knock her teeth out. You just have to make it so that you get out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody's bigger than you and you can't do that, beat the shit out of them, I guess. Grab somebody, grab an iron, hit them in the face, like whatever you have to do. Just whatever, just use up to the force necessary to get out of the situation that you're in. That's honestly that's my take on that. What do you think?
She's like, well, I don't want to get hit.
No, I agree. I feel like if a woman starts hitting you, like, if you need to do what you got to do, okay, but I don't feel like you got to go to the extent.
You don't feel like hold her down.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor.
Right. So,
Connor.
Oh, he broke his leg yesterday. Right?
Yeah.
did you guys see that fight
I didn't
yesterday?
see it, but
I saw.
I didn't see it, but
I read
I read the
articles.
thing.
Picture
Yeah.
of his leg like all fucked up.
Yeah, he pulled an Anderson Silva.
Oh, jeez.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, and I don't feel like, because they want to do a fourth one, and like, sure, those guys really hate each other.
Yeah.
Yo,
Did they stop the fight? Obviously. Or?
No, he won by knockout because when he broke his leg, Poirier just kept hitting him.
Oh, really?
So he dove on top of him.
I
or
gotta
whatever.
see that shit.
I read about it, and then so they called it a TKO. But really, he only went down because it's like. Now, granted, as I heard it, Conor McGregor was getting his ass up anyway.
Yeah.
But that's still not a way to win. So I know they're going to go for a fourth. And they basically were both like, this is either going to happen in the octagon or the sidewalk. But I'm going to whip his ass one way or another.
Oh, jeez.
And like, cool, let him fight. Because this dude was going at his wife and everything. So
Really?
like, oh my God, Conor McGregor is petty. He's like 50 Cent petty, but in the UFC, he's petty.
I feel like he loses a lot though, right? He's been losing
lately.
a lot. Yeah.
Ever since Mayweather, like when he switched up for boxing.
Yeah.
And now you got Jake Paul running his fucking mouth. I hate Jake Paul. I hate Jake and Logan Paul. I can't stand those two. They're not boxers. They fight people who aren't boxers. Logan Paul went against Mayweather. Mayweather toyed with him for just because he wanted the money. And then these two idiots thought that they think that they won. Like they're making boxing a joke. And trust me, I hear about it all the time.
I mean, they're bringing attention to it though. That's good. They're bringing attention to it.
They're bringing the wrong attention to it. They're bringing attention to people of ignorant motherfuckers that think that they're boxers. And you know what? They're gonna then you're gonna inspire a whole generation of people to hop in that ring and get your ass whooped. So maybe I am here for it. Maybe I am here for it. Nah, it's fine. I mean, whatever. I get the money grab. They made a lot of money.
Oh yeah, they made a lot of money.
And
I think Floyd Mayweather made fucking, what was it, like a couple million just off his pants?
yeah.
Some crazy stupid shit like that.
Yo, did you see that in the Olympics or the Olympic trials and stuff? They did the first mixed relay. If you have a chance, watch this shit. Because they were always saying women are just as strong as men. Watch the relay. Because anytime, there was this one part, this girl was like, she was like a half hour in front of everybody else. And this dude dusted her. He dusted a pack of women. Like every time it was men against women, they would dust them. Like these are professional runners. This is all they do. Mm-hmm. It's a good display of there is a difference. And I personally, do you feel like it should be mixed?
I mean, if they want to, that's
Sports,
up to them. But
it's just not fair.
yeah.
When it comes to like racing and shit, it's just not fair because we're not talking about like me versus you. You could probably dust me. I'm fat as shit. I'm out of weight. Like I'm
probably
overweight as fuck. No, she will absolutely. If we bet, I bet against myself. But we're not professional runners. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? These people, all they do is run. So I think that when it comes to like men versus women, in the normal world, if it's with regular people, absolutely. Like, I feel like you're neck and neck. You could be, depending on who you're against. But when you're pros, you know what I mean? Like, when you're at your physical peak and you're athletes and you put a woman to race against a man, if you don't think that, men are on average 6 seconds faster. If you don't believe me, watch. There's proof. They're doing the mixed stuff in the Olympic tryouts and stuff now. Watch it. And it'll prove it. Even an NFL player decided, because he's from a whole different world. I forgot the dude from the Seahawks. He raced. He lost. He was like second to last because he's huge. You know what I mean? So it didn't work, but he's also not a professional runner. Like, I don't put him, like, compared to everybody else. He's just fast for the NFL.
Speaking of running, we have ran out of time.
Yeah, we made it.
So it's time to go. Any last words, anybody?
I don't plan on dying, so I don't have any last.
Hey, you never know. You could literally walk out the street right now and get by a car.
If that happens, everybody better cop that shirt right there
Right here.
and wear that.
Wear it
shit.
to your funeral.
Yeah.
Price is going up.
We're gonna give it to his family.
10%. 10% goes to the family. But yes.
Amazing.
Once again, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe. I am Benny. Follow me at Benny B Design.
Daddy Fuego. Follow me at Daddy Fuego Official.
Shanté, you can follow me at Sashay Shanté on Instagram.
She's like, leave me alone. Don't follow me.
That's why I made it so that you can't spell it right away.
You gotta go out of your way.
Yeah.
So if I can find it.
Yeah.
All right, we're out. Peace.